Hi everyone, MC here, founder of Paradox. It is always beer o'clock somewhere on the planet, and it's Friday beer storming time again where I am. I don't know about you. So we'll just do a bit of banter while a few people come on in. Now, if you're in New South Wales, ACT, Victoria, Tasmania, and New Zealand, you're definitely at beer o'clock time. Today I've got a Sail and Anchor Golden Ale. Haven't tried it before. Beer is the new wine. Have been disappointed at the lack of partaking by some beer storming live peeps who tell me they don't drink. That's not on. Anyway, this time last week I was actually, you might recall, I was on a farm, on a property at Stanthorpe. I don't think I actually mentioned whose farm it was. Was I just randomly on somebody's farm? No, it was my wife's brother, George, who grows capsicums. We were in Stanthorpe, which is near the Queensland-New South Wales border, for sad reasons, family funeral. But it was interesting to do a beer storming live there with this my smartphone perched across the roof rack of my car. Worked well. Might do more on location ones in the future. So I hope you've had a good week. I've been looking forward to discussing this poll that closed a little earlier today. It's been open for 2 weeks. We do a new poll every 2 weeks. Now, if you took part in the poll or you're not aware of it, I'll share with you what the question was. What's your best source of leads and inquiries for getting new clients? And we had a lot of responses. If you can just see here, don't have my iPad on me today. The number one response with 93% of the votes, wait for it, not surprisingly, is referrals from clients. The second most common, because we got you to pick your top 3 sources, the second most common source of new clients is referrals from other professionals / advisors. So each of those were, I suppose, equal first and second at 93%. Coming third is website traffic with 43%, then physical events such as seminars and workshops on 14%, fifth, social media engagement, and then each with about 7%. Referrals from providers such as software or IT people. Acquisition, buying blocks of fees, don't really know. Other, got one. And let's see what other is. Google search, it's website traffic. And a range of options didn't get any votes. So paid advertising, whether it was online, pay-per-click, or paid advertising, traditional / offline, media, PR, webinars, and outbound prospecting via email. So let's talk about those top 2. Now, it's not very surprising, is it, that referrals are a major source of new business for accountants, advisors, bookkeepers, financial planners. But let's just think through that. Is that a good thing or is it a bad thing? Feel free to make a comment if you're watching this live with us now, or as I found out, many people watch these videos later on at night, not live. But with the referrals, I remember one of the first slides I ever put together when I started Paradox, and I'd ask people when I was speaking at conferences for a show of hands, who would say their sole source of inquiries, new business, is referrals? And a sea of hands would go up, and I'd say, congratulations. There's a Medal of Honor there. That means you do no marketing. But only slightly tongue-in-cheek there. Clearly, if you have a business where you don't need to market yourself or do anything that you would consider proactive marketing and business just lines up at your door, that means you have done marketing, but strategic marketing in that you've got a great business model, and that is a wonderful place to be. But on the flip side, I do think that most firms just don't actually know how to augment the referrals that they get with online digital marketing. I think within the context of this question, often even referrals, if you think about it, let's say someone referred someone to you today. What are the chances that they will go and check you out online? What do you reckon? Type in a percentage. I'm having a look at those online here. Hey Brad, hey Elizabeth. It's almost 100% chance that someone will go to your website and check you out. Maybe click through to social media platforms if you've got those icons on your website. And for years now, it's been trendy to have your little LinkedIn, Google Plus. What's Google Plus again? That Google intranet for Google staff. Facebook and so on. But then when people click through to them, often it's not such a good look for firms because they are inactive, or maybe they're active but they're just boring in their social media content. So that's not always a great thing. But let's look at the positives. If you are getting a lot of referrals, it obviously means that you're doing a great job, that you've got a good reputation. Now, even though we're digital marketing specialists, particularly for accountants, business advisors, bookkeepers, financial planners and the like, we get a lot of business through referral. And if we didn't, and if you don't get referrals, well, you'd be worried, wouldn't you? Because it would mean that your reputation in the marketplace isn't strong enough. So it's a pat on the back. It's an endorsement that people will refer to you. Now, a reminder that the top 2 responses were, Elizabeth's typed, is that 1,000,000%? So referrals from clients and referrals from professionals and advisors. So if that is such a great source, you need to think through, what are you doing to encourage referrals? So let's talk about referrals from clients, and then let's talk about referrals from other professionals, seeing as they are already one of the main ways that most firms, certainly who took part in the poll, are getting referrals. Now, one thing to not do, that I think if you ever see someone teaching you to ask for referrals in a particular way and put in your email signature, the greatest compliment you could give us is to refer to us someone of equal caliber to yourself. Ask them what insurance company they worked for in the 1980s, because that is just such a low-class, tacky, bad way to ask for referrals. And I think obviously the best referrals just happen. And asking for referrals really is old school insurance salesperson approach. I think the whole idea with clients and encouraging, not asking, encouraging or facilitating a higher referral rate is just to prepare your clients for how to refer. So when you're meeting with your clients, because if you ask for referrals and you put someone on the spot, they'll find it very difficult to think of someone, apart from that being very high pressure. But what you need to do is just to let them know, A, that you are in a growth phase and you're looking to grow your firm and that you're open to taking on new clients, because often many of us will give the impression to others that we're just flat out, and they get the impression, if you're slow to respond to emails or phone call messages, that you're too busy. You're too busy to look after them, so why would they refer anyone else to you? So you need to let your clients know that you're looking to grow, and let them then know about the types of clients that you love working with and that you specialize in dealing with. So whether that's an industry or a profession or a demographic, just by letting them know prepares them for the next time the opportunity arises for them to refer to you. So that, I think, is the most ethical, most professional, least high pressure way to generate referrals through clients. Thinking through other things, I remember seeing someone who had an email signature that not only was promoting, please refer people to us, but was offering a widescreen television for those who sent through the biggest referral for the month. I don't think that's necessarily a good fit for most firms' brand personality. But just think through that. How can you encourage more referrals? Do you have a standard agenda item in your standard template when you're meeting with a client to just raise with them the fact that you're in a growth phase, and if they happen to come across someone who is, and then describe your niche or niches, think through how systematic you are, because if you're not systematic about it, if it's not a performance standard, a standard agenda item in client meetings, odds are it's either not happening or it's happening very inconsistently and sporadically. Feel free to type through any ways that you've found, whether you're watching this live now or you're watching it later, type into the comments beneath this video the things that you've done that you've found have, in a very caring, professional way, have encouraged more referrals to come through to you. One of the interesting things about referrals is if you're not careful, you can actually get very poor quality referrals. And we often say that content-driven marketing, when you have a marketing machine, and by that we mean methods of marketing where you're publishing educational content that is teaching, leading, and influencing specific audiences about specific things, By the time someone who's come along your conveyor belt of influence and they've read, watched, listened to your content, they are a really good quality inquiry to deal with. They're warm, easy to talk to, easy and fast to convert. Whereas with referrals, you're not controlling the message, are you? Because Sally might say to Fred, oh, you should go see Pam or Tom. They're great. They're really friendly and they're not very expensive. Imagine that being the brand message on your website. Hey, come to us. We're really friendly and we're not that expensive. It's probably not the message that you want out there. It might be, but odds are it's not. So you want to control the message wherever you can. So that's so important to tell your clients the types of clients you're looking to work with more closely. And also explain to them, sell them on the idea that when they do come across the next, oh gosh, I'm trying to think, type in, I can see Elizabeth there and Brad, and there's a number of other people who are anonymously with us. Let me just scroll through that list. The types of niches. If I think through the people I've spoken to in recent days, there have been people that deal with high net worth people immigrating, business people immigrating to Australia. Others focused on tradespeople or different medical professions or e-commerce businesses that sell things online. Whatever they might be, when you're talking to your clients, mention those niches because it's a bit like, I always remember out of Robert Cialdini, I just looked at my bookshelf here. Robert Cialdini's book, Influence, that I mentioned last week, and I mention a lot because you must read it. He says that in a first aid situation, let's say you know first aid, and you're in a public place, and someone that you may or may not know has had a heart attack, or for some reason they've collapsed. If you yell, somebody call an ambulance, no one will call an ambulance. But if you say, you, in the green cardigan, what are you doing wearing a cardigan? No, you say you in the green cardigan, call an ambulance, then the ambulance will get called because it's specific. You're not just putting it out there. So if you say to your clients, to your existing clients, we're looking for more clients, they probably won't think of anyone. But if you say we're looking for more people who are in trades-based businesses where they're already employing people, that's our specialty, then when they meet someone like that, you will come to mind. Okay. David, hey David. Good to see you. Tell a story of a great success. Yeah, that's a brilliant example. And you might do that just anecdotally as it sort of just fits into the conversation. And you can then also leverage those success stories into case studies, blog posts on your website, publish them in social media, let your email list, your marketing database, clients, non-clients, referral partners, all on your marketing database, let them know about those successes and do it in a way that there's a lesson, there's a point that they can learn from. So let's talk about number 2 now, referrals from other professionals or advisors, because that had 92.9% of the responses. I was a bit surprised actually that the other referral source that was an option to pick, which was referrals from providers such as software or IT people, was much lower, 7.1%. Because depending what niche you're in, that can be a steady stream of referrals through to you. Had to do that. Now, with referrals from other professionals, there are many ways that you can encourage those. Obviously, meeting on a regular basis, having a coffee, catching up over lunch with your main referral partners is important. Also, think through all of the ways that you can help them help their clients. In Module 1 of the Modern Marketing Academy, we explain, apart from the whole idea of focusing and having a focus strategy rather than a flawed differentiation strategy, we explain the concept of identifying niche portals. So relationships, joint ventures, where these people have a trusted and respected relationship with the people that you want to attract as clients. So once you do that, you think through all the ways that you can help them look great and be great to the people that they serve and support. So you could, for example, obviously you could do events with other advisors. You could get them to do guest blog posts. And that's a win-win, isn't it? Because if you want to consistently be publishing 2 or 3 or 4 blog posts a month on your website, if you're the one doing them all, that's a bit of work. We can support you in that, of course, to reduce that burden. But if you get other guest bloggers who have complementary services, and they don't have to just be professional services. They could be things related to other areas of business, management, technology. Then you're helping them extend their reach. They're helping you by adding interest, value, and education to your blog. So when you do identify, make sure your referral partners are in your CRM, in your marketing database. You can even have a dedicated e-newsletter to just update your referral partners on a regular basis about your latest initiatives. So if you've got a new service offering, or you've got an event, or you've got tools that they can use to help educate their clients about ways that you can help them, let them know. But treat nurturing and educating your referral sources as a core part of your business and your communication strategy. Thirdly, website traffic. I was pretty pleased, being a digital marketing agency, to see that that came in at number 3. So to summarize, people are getting the most sources of new clients through referrals and their website. But as we discussed earlier, the referrals are probably touching on the website and social media on the way through. Which leads to, I suppose, the closing comment in all of this. I love that saying, to a hammer, everything looks like a nail, or to a surgeon, the answer tends to be surgery. And people might think that us, at Paradox, being digital marketers, that we think the answer to growth and marketing is online and digital only. But I think that would be pretty naive and dichotomous either-or type thinking, to not acknowledge that offline and online are two sides of the one coin. So I'm really glad to see those results come through, because it's a reminder to us and to each of us now that you need to be having a clear strategy in mind that addresses offline, so relationships, referral facilitation through clients and referral partners, and have a great digital or online presence. It's not either or, it's and. Google tyranny of the or, as in OR, not like oars in the water, for a brilliant concept around how many people, just naturally tend to think in an either or scenario. And there's a discussion there. It's David Sengi wrote about it. And there's the tyranny of the or and the genius of the and. So it's definitely and. Now you might be thinking, hey MC, who is the winner of this poll's prize? So I'm going to do that now. A couple of clicks later, we'll have the winner. So click on participants, and I love this app. And then scroll to the bottom, click draw winners. I'm going to draw one random winner. And anyone who shared, a reminder again, if you share the poll with others who do it, you get extra entries, is that the word? Entries in the draw. So make the draw now. And the winner is Melanie Jacobson. And her responses were, actually they matched the top 3. So referrals from clients, referrals from professional advisors, and website traffic. So Melanie, we'll get in touch with you and we'll send you information for you to decide whether you'd like a one-on-one marketing mentor consultation that's 450 Aussie dollars worth, or a marketing masterclass ticket. Normal price for that's $997 plus GST. And on that last topic, we have our masterclass coming up. We did a preview webinar today about it, huge response. And that's happening on Monday and Tuesday, November 21 and 22. So November 21 and 22 in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia, 2-day marketing masterclass, where we're going to teach you a methodology and a framework. It's a brand new, evolved framework, Marketing Machine 2.0. So we've been teaching accountants and advisors how to build a marketing machine for 6 or 7 years now, but marketing changes every year. And we've evolved our model into something that really touches on all the links in the chain that you need to have in place to be effective with your business's marketing. Feel free to bring your business clients who want to extend their digital presence. Everything we teach in this masterclass applies to accountants, advisors, coaches, bookkeepers, financial planners, and anyone who's service-oriented and wants to harness digital marketing. But the outcome you'll have from masterclass is you'll leave with a one-page plan, not your typical management one-page plans. They're great, they serve a purpose, but a Marketing Machine 2.0 blueprint, one-page plan for your marketing across 2017. And we're designing this so that each year, at the same time of year, heading to the Christmas period, you can plan your coming year and make sure that you maximize your market share growth in the coming year, which is attracting new clients, if that's a priority, and also your client share growth, which is growing your existing clients, which is obviously good for you, good for your clients, and I think there's a moral obligation to fully service your clients so that you're not just doing the bog standard basics for them, you're actually helping them build a better future. So enjoy your weekend and the rest of Friday afternoon or Friday morning, depending where you are on the globe. And I'll see you again next Friday, and we'll have another poll over the next 2 weeks. Thanks in advance for taking part in that and continuing our ability to gather the insights on the accounting and related advisory professions. Bye for now.